Jai Guruji, hi. Commander Uncle, it was so delightful to hear you. क्योंकि गुरुजी ने जो बोला था practical अपने spiritual journey पे चलो, and if he doesn't live in your heart then he lives nowhere. So it's
Absolutely.
so cool because we need to bring him into our. I asked him once, कि Guruji, what is the meaning of life? Because I always had a very philosophical bend of mind. So he said, कुछ नहीं है, time pass है. These are his exact words. कुछ नहीं, time pass. बस अपने चंगे कर्म कर लो, किसी दा मारा ना कर लो, चंगा नहीं कर सकते, और किसी दा बुरा बोलो नहीं अगर चंगा नहीं बोल सकते. टाइम
जी
पास है. So it was so beautiful. And then as time went on, I remember, not to names drop, but just saying, he only sows the seed in all of us. And Menaka was sitting there, Menka Gandhi, and Guruji said, "Meri badi spiritual kudi hai." So I, at that point, I didn't have very good Hindi or Punjabi. I was born and bred in England. So I said, Guruji, Menka Gandhi spiritual hai. कहते कमली तू spiritual है. तो I said, Guruji, ये अच्छी बात है कि बुरी बात है? कहते कमली बड़ी चंगी गल है, मैं ते तुहाडे वहम ही तो हटाना आया. Practical जिंदगी जियो चंगी. Your good conduct is your true religion. Your compassion, humility, humanity is the only religion every human being has to have, and no judgment on anybody. So when people ask, and I'm addressing certain questions that have arose, कि हम गुरुजी से connect कैसे deeper करें? I will tell you again what he said. जब मैं एक संगत को लेके आई तो हम कौन होते हैं वैसे लेने आने वाले, but anyway, I just got somebody new, and गुरुजी कहते एनु कह बस आया करे, because her question was कि मैं connect कैसे करूं, मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा गुरुजी मेरी लाइफ में है और सुन रहे हैं. तो गुरुजी कहते एनु के हाजरी लगाया करे, आया करे, सत्संग में बैठा करे, क्योंकि सत्संग में बैठने से, और सत्संग, like you said so rightly, it doesn't mean amongst people always. It can be on your own. I mean, the universe has actually given us a golden opportunity to awaken the Guru within us in our hearts now, because we're all incarcerated in our homes. And now is a time to awaken to our own truth. It's so beautiful because now we're not, you know, it's not an obligation, but of course, when people say, ah, please, aaiye, aap share kijiye, Commander Uncle, ya Anita, Aunty, we must go because that is our seva. But now the seva is to find ourselves and the Guru within us, because we were all external, running from one satsang to another. And of course, also, I think when there's more and more people, there will be different viewpoints also on satsangs. Like you said, ek sabji serve kare ya do kare, batti band kare ya batti jalaye. These things don't matter in the end. In the end, it's all about your connect with your Guru individually. So Guruji just said, "Enu samjha कि बस आया करे, मंत्र जाप किता करे, चलते फिरते मेरा पाठ चलते रहना चाहिए. ਤੁਸੀਂ painting कर रहे हो. By the way, I'm painting as I'm speaking to you, and I'm designing handmade greeting cards. So the point is, चलते फिरते अपना काम करते करते कुछ भी करो, मेरा पाठ अंदर अंदर चलते रहना चाहिए. और अपने गुरु नु प्यार करो, सच्चे दिल से प्यार करो बस. It has to be unconditional selfless love. Trust me, I have seen it in my life, and it's been transformational. I don't recognize the woman I was 30 years ago. I don't recognize her. And I send her love because she was torn, she was broken. She was broken-hearted. She came from England and came to India, in Delhi. And one day I asked Guruji, I said, Guruji, thoda sa chalak bana doge? Kyunki main Delhi rehti hu, mujhe chust manna hai. Kehte kamli polya da rab hunda hai. Tu jis tarah theek hai. But I used to resent myself कि मुझे बोलना नहीं आता, पता नहीं क्या बोलना है, किसी के सामने सब हंस लगते हैं, मेरी accent बड़ी अजीब है. तो I was not accepted in any society. And I was born in the high society. You understand? I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. But Guruji accepted me with all my shortcomings. And that's the beauty. He said, मैं practical दिखा रहे हैं कि रब है. ना सोशल मीडिया में रब मिलते हैं, ना फेसबुक में, ना व्हाट्सएप में, कहीं नहीं. गुरुजी हमारे दिल में बैठे हैं, मेरी आर्ट में है, मेरी बोली में है, मेरे चलते फिरते हैं, वॉक में है. गुरुजी को अपना कंपेनियन बनाओ. एंड कंपेनियन जितना डीप होगा, वो जितना प्यार होएगा आपका कंपेनियन के साथ, उतना आपको जॉय आएगा हार्ट में. You will feel that joy in your heart. And that joy is the proof of his presence in our hearts. When we can be filled with gratitude all the time. You know, when Sangat asks, when anybody asks, I get, messages, Anita, Aunty, we are going through this, that, the other. I just say, be shukrana, in a shukrana mode. Why? Just count your blessings. Notice and observe what you have rather than what you don't have. And he gives in abundance. Always see what you have. We have food on the table. We can breathe easy. We have love in our lives. So forget what we don't have. Maybe it's not good for us to have that. Like Guruji said, I fulfill all your needs and not necessarily your wants. And just love him soul to soul, one-to-one connection, like he said. And these are all his words, his teachings, his hukam. ये pandemic भी तो उनके हुक्म से हो रहा है ना. कुछ सिखाने आया हमें. और हम सीख जाए तो बहुत अच्छा है. He will never let our boat sink. He will always keep us afloat. He will take us to the shore. But we need to trust in his steering, in his navigation, in his timing. We need to have absolute, complete surrender, like he said. कहंदा Anita, faith तो बड़ी छोटी चीज होती है. Surrender कर जाओ, फिर देखो नजारे. फिर देखो मौज विच रहो, अपने गुरु दी मौज विच रहो. And that is the real moj. Thank you, Jai Guruji. I won't take too much time. I just feel, he's actually our greatest source of strength, our source of love. He's everything. And it's just, I think, we're too blessed to be stressed. We are truly too blessed to be stressed because there is the world who is not connected to Guruji. And Guruji used to say, Sangat badao bada mara time aa raha hai. But I tell you, this for us is not Mara time. Just obviously safeguard ourselves. Be careful. Don't go out, but go within now. This is the time to go within. It's all about the internal journey now. And God is giving us this opportunity by locking the outside world and saying, Andar di journey un khul gayi na. Un tale mein sare khulte ne. Un khulo. Baitho un apne kol. Aur mainu mehsoos karo. Because the deer who runs in the forest looking for the musk is within him. So take the fragrance of Guruji from within. So jitna mantra jap, jitne shabad sunenge, that will keep our vibration level high. फिर negativity आ ही नहीं सकती हमारे. इतना मजबूत बना देते हैं गुरुजी positivity के साथ कि वो negativity पास आ ही नहीं सकती है. So that is our Guruji. Guruji is synonymous with love, compassion, humility. Everything good that we see and feel is him. He's just there. He's very much present in our lives, in our hearts. Awaken him now. That's the moment of truth that we're all living universally. Jai Guruji.